Immortal, VP.
Naku, lakad mo. Lakad mo tatang.
Normally.
I feel like Hokori is not happy with what happened in this draft. I feel like this last pick is way too hard.
Invoker. Oh wow.
We forgot about Invoker too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of forgot on Invoker too.
Is this a good
Well, I
Invoker
think,
game?
yeah, I think it's good.
He's trying. He's up on high ground. I mean, he's got a lot of HP and armor to work with, but that magical nuke damage is substantial. He will drop first. And Lava not really able to continue on. That 5-man group up from Hokori holding that high ground. Indomitable. And gets that first blood for them.
Really weird, I would say. But I want to see more of the hero, just to have a better feeling what he can do in the Pro Dota.
Oh, Frank up top again. He's being herded into the trees, and they take him out once more. Gardic and Yuma just ignoring the creep wave and following Frank all the way into the forest.
It's just so good. It's one of my favorite combos for sure in Dota. Very unused because we don't see too much of a Night Stalker. It's very situational as a pick, but when it comes down to that, having almost perma silence feels really good.
Ooh, that Inkswell. Hitting onto both of them. Theo dies to the tree grab of Guitaro. How is that mid lane going? Is it as expected? Just trading farm between the Invoker and Pango?
Pango does well. Pango's a super strong laner. Like, he doesn't lose matchups. He trades farm. He can secure the range creep every single time with two abilities. So that's really the power of Pango. And also being very annoying in your face.
Oh,
Invoker
man.
does.
Vitaly.
Ooh, what's happening?
They got that Inkswell again. Tiny just waddles forward, Inkswelled up. Even with the shackles from... Just feels so good.
This is the rotation that we talked about. Let's see what Analog can do. Doesn't have boots yet. It's coming on the courier.
Tiny. Gonna get hit by the cold snap. And yeah, Theo's even coming from the left side. Shackle if needed. And they will secure this kill on Tiny. Can't really get involved. Well, it's pulling that small camp. So now that does show, though, the Invoker moved bottom. Very likely he did TP there. So we'll see if Leo Style with this next Rolling Thunder.
5 attack speed instead of 20.
Oh, the stop comes out before Leo Style can connect on Vitaly. And now the Bruce actually hunting here, looking for Cat U. Gets up to the triangle, cyclones him. The backup is arriving. Analog is just south of them. So a quick cold snap, Spirit Vessel charge on him. Easy kill for them. So the smoke maneuver here from Lava not working out. Maybe they can grab Theo Lacoste as Frank does snipe out the Shadow Shaman. Phantasm and the EMP not going to accomplish much. Night Stalker just drifts over the trees. But they're still diving and chasing Hokori. They want to put good use of this Aegis. Difficult, though, with Illuminates and all that coming lane. Yeah, Hokori doing what they do best is this quite early action-packed group up together, play these fights. Of course, the Aegis on that Invoker did help out quite significantly. And they're going to dive in for Katnu and look for these early tier 1 towers, which this top one will be the third they claim.
So I feel like Hokori should go and force a fight. There's also a BKB on CK, so this timing is very strong for them.
The
Not if they
silences
fight
are
like
so
this.
strong. Shadow Shaman can't cast a single spell. Crippling Fear and the Phantom's Embrace and the roll on the Invoker. They've isolated Analog here, and the damage from that Swashbuckle is so big. Bane blasted by the Tiny combo. Brew will get a split off, and the BKB CK has arrived. But I don't know if they can fight into this, because Frank, Kataro, and the Leo-style Pango, they're also tanky. They're going to get another toss off, a hit back, and Kataro's still alive. There's Brewmaster, he's just disarmed, and he's going to die. It's a 5-man wipe, and all they lost was a Grimstroke, 1 by 1.
Night Stalker popping the ulti, he's ready to go in.
Yeah, Theo Lacoste is getting 2 casual courier kills, but that gives away the high ground ward they have. And now in comes Frank, the AoE silence, focusing the Shadow Shaman. The Inkswell's there as well, but the damage from the CK, shredding through the Night Stalker, and Theo's still somehow alive until the Illuminate takes him out. They've also got the big grip on Leo Style. Pango has to swash to the high ground and shield crash across. Gardic's still up and running, and he can Nightmare to try and buy some time and save them up, but Yuma and Analog have the damage they need. Brewmaster in the meantime, splitting and having the Sunstrike to help him kill off Kim. So this time Hokori, the ones that really kick off the fight on their turn. Kill, a tower for a tower, an outpost for an outpost. But now, Katara decides to change the tune a little bit. Goes high ground, puts a lot of damage onto the tier 3. Does get dusted. Grip cancelled, though. Frank's in and gets on top of the Bane, but the Reality Rift in slices him. Frank down, and Leo Stahl very deep, hexed up. The shackles, where are they? Theolacor has the shard as well, so with that Reality Rift drag back, Yuma helps Analog get the takedown on him. Commit for it, though. Afraid of what's coming around the corner. Leo Style decides otherwise, though. The Primal Split does arrive, but the Rolling Thunder crashing onto the Invoker finds a big kill for them, and Yuma might have to BKB himself. This Aghanim's Leo Style causing all kinds of problems. Now hunting for Theolacor in the back lines, and they do get the double kill. They forced Yuma to BKB TP as well.
I think that's the correct way to go into this game, considering how things were going.
Well, Yuma out of invis, straight onto Leo Style. BKB's up, and the hits just keep on coming. Leo Style's getting soloed out by the CK. Gets off the swashbuckle and the shield crash, but it's not enough to escape. Meanwhile, Frank shackled under the Serpent Wards and the Brewlings. Another victory for Hokori. Still holding Aegis as well, while Katyu trapped in the trees. Hexed up mid-TP. Yuma with a double. That's also a buyback from Leo Style, expecting that fight to be dragged out a little bit longer. Plenty strike by those tier 4s, so Lava have to make a move. Frank, he goes in, scythed up, Lotus Orb put on him, but Theolacor also gets the Hex in onto Tiny. Brewmaster splitting in the back and focusing the Grimstroke, so Katyu's out of the fight completely. And another Cyclone on Tiny means he can't finish off Theolacor. Sure, you've got Leo Style now rolling in. Pango grips, so his ult comes to an end. Gardic dead, so both supports gone from the Dire. And actually, the CK dies. Invoker gets the Night Stalker tossed on him. The defense is made, but
Refresher, Cheese, and if you give a Refresher to Shaman, it's very difficult. You're playing against Megas.
Leo Style rolls up, is focusing Yuma. The CK disarmed, has to get his BKB off now. Roshan close to death, but they've gripped at the Night Stalker. That Reality Rift claims his life, and they know he has no buyback, so Aegis picked up by Yuma. Tiny still battling with his Brewlings.
There's so much stuff on the ground.
He can't handle it. Tiny just cannot handle this Brewmaster, and now the big hits from the CK arrive. Dead for 2 minutes, and GG is called. Tiny knows that without himself, no chance of survival for Lava here in game 1.
Ooh, man, what a crazy back and forth game. I think for Lava, why they lost the game is itemization.
He can play Brew too.
Yeah, you see. Oh,
Okay.
the classic. The classic.
Yeah, I can't believe the last pick tied.
Would be enough to be able to kill him. So I want to see what the itemization on Tide is going to be.
Oh,
here
man.
we go.
Straight on to Theo. Yeah, we've seen this kind of thing before. This time, both teams swinging hard early on with good rotation, though, from the keeper. Another toss from Yuma top. He's just tossing creeps around, but that tag team on him. And the ice shot's trapping him. That's a good kill. Frank and Kim pairing up.
Completely out of mana.
Oh, Storm
Again,
mid.
there's
Pango is nearly dead. The Water Rune's going to keep him alive with the Fairy Fire a little longer. Leo Style has the backup of the Tusk, though. The Ice Shard's going to put Analog in a real awkward spot. Winner out of like, all the nonsense that's been happening. Like, top lane, you're fighting and brawling. I mean, Yuma might be dying here in a second, but he gets an avalanche and a swashbuckle from Analog. Snowball doesn't save Frank, so Kim's now alone and dying. Shards are there to block Yuma out, but it looks like Tusk might die before he gets the kill on Tiny. They do, in fact, bring him down. Van just outstripping everyone in terms of farm speed, and Vitali's going to be dying bottom again, it looks like. Unless that Ravage on the two of them, a swashbuckle, avalanche, toss combo. Whoa.
That's a good rotation.
The
They
rotation
rotated everyone. Even Yuma came back to bottom lane. So this is going to be...
This is what Hokori have excelled at. These 5-man moves. Unfortunately for them, the first and only hero that they connect with is the Bane. So that pick off and play forward maybe can secure themselves. He's got Aegis for 2 minutes. He can just play as freely as he wants. He's got vision abound, and he's jumped straight onto Analog again. The only target that he sees on his map, but the Ravage is decent from Vitali. Clipping onto the Sven and the Storm, so they'll focus onto Kataro. Killing off the Sven, the Roar and the Grip, finding Tiny, but the damage is lacking. Now Frank has to bail away as Kim is in towards Analog, but a swashbuckle to low ground gets him out of there as Yuma cleans up. A double kill out from the Tiny, and it looks like it's going to be more as well. Frank, he's stuck here with no backup, and Tiny not going to get the triple, but Hokori do strike in there.
Pretty big. Okay, he's got it. He's backing away.
The fight's starting, though. He could have had it, and he could be joining this fight right now, but they've just lost Frank straight up. Hokori coming in when it matters most, and it looks like Theo is going to be able to find Katyu in the trees here. Analog jumps forward. The Tumbler's Toy doesn't get him over the tree line. Tries the grip, but dies before that TP can arrive. And Kim's going to have to team scanning, and Lava going to be the ones to smoke.
Out of sentry range. This could be huge. This vision.
They see everything, so Stormball's in. Straight on the Tiny. Katara with his BKB and the massive damage. They got strength. Yuma's gone. Can't even cast a spell or an item. And now they go towards Vitaly, who's got to get the hell out of there. Holding Ravage, and the Rolling Thunder from Analog again, just defensive as this Nightmare Tide is going to get closed in on by Frank, but he doesn't get the vision continued for the Roar as Gardic sliced by Leo.
Like none of the heroes from Hokori are showing.
The under Radiant Vision, though, it's like whole time. So Storm, he sees Analog, the long-range grip, the Ether Lens allows him to get it on top of him, but the Ravage cancels it out, and they kill off Leo style. The backup didn't come fast enough. They thought they had the sneaky play under their own vision, but they lose the two heroes, and the Rolling Thunder finds Kim. Tusk gets a snowball towards the creep, the Hill Troll Berserker. Saving the Tusk for a second or two, but Vitaly has his number. Gets on top of him, and the toss forward allows the Ogre to get there. Giving Tidehunter the double kill. That looked good for Corey. That awful for them. And then
getting next set of items. Pangolier, I mentioned the Lincolns here. He went for Lotus Orb. I don't mind Lotus Orb as well. It's a good way to stop the Fiend's Grip. You need to precast it on yourself. Roar will still go through.
Oh, Leo
not get cancelled.
Gets the BKB off this time. The AoE Vortex has two heroes and an Ancient dragged into them. Vitaly and Gardic dead, and that's an Ogre without buyback, while they also grip Analog. Lava, after a couple of awkward, scrappy fights, come back strong, and Lacoste looks like he's going to be guarded by the Tiny, and a couple of buybacks from Hokori come out to defend their base. Sven's God Strength is starting to wear out, and he's on the run. He's disarmed. He can't hit anyone. He can't escape.
They need more. Leo style. Ooh, he's going to look at Tiny, having the Fire Shield, having the 4 points in Bloodlust, smacking on that dragon.
Yeah.
They also have a gem, so they can get rid of the Hawks. Oh, Pango getting jumped.
Oh, we got Lotus Orb off.
Lotus.
He's still going to die to Sven, though, but Kataro's up there. BKB'd and shiny gold and red with his God Strength. Yuma going to TP out. Dusted. No Roar. Frank had already used it. But now Roshan for Lava with 100 seconds on that timer for Pango. And now you're against Sven Cheese, Storm Aegis. What's Sven doing, though? He's scanned. He's walking into enemy territory. This land does not belong to you, and Yuma's going to absolutely try and make him pay for it. And Ravage comes as well. Sven, he's down. Can't even use the cheese, and we go back to this. What are you doing?
Yeah, I think this whole series can be summed up with the teammates yelling at what you want to do is like go in, dish out as much damage as you can, and then reset.
It's like you have the Storm to do this, right? You go in with that AoE Vortex. Vitaly going to be dead before he can even get a Ravage out. And the BKBs from Lava are going to wear out soon. So Yuma opens up. Kataro's dead. The buyback from the Tide and the Colt will come now. The grip's there on the Pango, but Analog still going to chase the Bane as the TP is home. Successful for the rest of Lava. Kim gets out too. Yeah, that's the thing. Like you were making that point where, oh, Sven, no, not again. The Ravage, the snowball save. Yeah, they bought time for the Sven at least now. They get back in. A kick across as they kill off Gardic. The Tiny's being gripped and Yuma's going to die. This was much better from Lava, executing what they've tried to the last several fights and destroying Hokori at the doorstep of their base.
Flicker as well, just have movement speed. You get more damage from Echo Saber than you get from the treads.
Sven's in on the Tide. Oh, Vitaly. Yeah, he's going to get taken out. Half HP. Kicked across, but the Eon Disc is there. He might be able to get a Ravage off in time. He's got Halberd still as well. Cat you down, and Tiny's still going. The Ravage is a good one. Vortex holds the Tiny in place, and he's gripped up too. Analog trying his hardest to disarm and kill the Sven. They'll get him. Kataro's gone. Kim's back in with a punch to tag team, but Yuma, he's healing up with that Satanic. He's spider-legging away, jumping in again. They're going to get the Storm. Hokori, they're doing it. Cat use Bane, all sorts of trouble now. Yeah. Do we roast? Do we run down?
He should give this gem to someone else and just put it in his inventory, or put the phase boots. I don't know what this is for.
Well, they're going to force. They want to end. They want to finish this game. Frank roars the Tiny. He's BKB'd up. But what does he do now? Swashbuckle in, the bash, the stun. Frank, he's in trouble. The Rolling Thunder connects on him. Vitaly's frontlining too, and the Tiny just going for buildings. Kim does jump forward with a snowball and a punch. Gardic goes sceptered. The Tiny's dying, but he's got Aegis. Sven's got strength. He's there and charging in towards anyone he can possibly find. He's got a Storm Hammer. He's going to disarm the Tiny as well. Oh, he's got a toss. He's got another Avalanche in a second. The Ravage comes from Vitali. Well, he's already used his Refresher, though, so he doesn't have another one, and this is disastrous. They're going to kill him off. The Tiny's down. Hokori have nothing left. Lava defend the base.
He doesn't have enough gold for buyback. I mean, you need to have buyback gold. Like, you go in and you sell your power trade. You sell the...
Goodness gracious me. Hokori, they'll try. Rolling Thunder, go on, jump in on them, but the roar is there, and Frank Katara focus the throne. GG is called, and we go to a game 3.
Wild game. Sloppy game for both of these teams. Like, a huge mistake constantly. Like, these teams can...
Things and levels.
Lena.
Oh, Lena.
Sure. What is damage too?
Yeah.
And then you die, and then you buy back and come back into a fight again.
Oh. Thank God they're all gone. Catching Garlic bottom. Frank has to back up because of the Maledict. Looks like they won't finish off the Witch Doctor. They're going to try, though, and wow. Frank with a level 3 Anchor Smash makes short work of the Witch Doctor. Maledict is still only level 1. Seems the Tide doesn't care.
Him there. He griefed him with the reality.
Completely different to what we've seen in the previous couple of games, but they'll try and change this. Nightmare. Oh, nice cast. Leo Style has to turn a Laguna Blade onto the Witch Doctor. Gets the kill, but he's going to die for it. As the Rolling Thunder will be able to come back in towards him. Ooh, the Maledict would have popped her anyway, but Analog makes damn sure with a...
The tower falling, but they've been spamming the waves with Crypt Swarm and Illuminate, so the lane naturally pushed, and we see the first usage of the Exo. Bane will drop, and tower also on a mid lane. They will try to pop the Glyph. Ooh, Lena's in trouble. Lena's dead.
Yeah, this Vitali DP just comes cruising through. She kind of killed her Bane there by doing damage into the Nightmare, and now the Weaver blasted. As Hokori bring the numbers into mid, 4 heroes. Again, this is what they're spotted. A high ground Observer Ward, and just so much damage comes so quickly from Vitali and Theo that poor Bane didn't stand a chance. Did get a D-Ward on his way through, but Leo Style now. He's out in open water, down in the river. Laguna Blade into Analog. The shield crash and the swashbuckle forward, though, allows Hokori to give Vitali a double kill. Collapse into the triangle. They do have a catapult wave and a fresh wave of creeps coming. Hokori none the wiser to what's happening. They tried to go for the D-Ward, and Kim under the Death Ward dies the CK and the Witch Doctor while Frank just runs away. Pig pole and sprint out there, little piggy, but Vitali's tracking back onto him. The grip.
So Lena can get out.
Lena TP's home, but Frank is trying the same thing, and yeah, there's no stuns coming. Roshan time, Rolling Thunder mid. I do have these blink daggers, like you've been mentioning. Frank's in a good position to counter-initiate, though. But we look on the minimap, and Sven is miles away, so no way for him to join, and Cat Yu gets annihilated. Analog with a good roll finds the Lena. Diffuser Blade is slower, force the BKB. She stands to try and fight, but in comes Vitali. TP out by Leo. Successful back to Fountain. So
BKB usages.
yeah.
You forced. Dagger.
Oh, and they're prepping for bottom.
In. He's a madman.
Shadow
He's a mad
Amulet.
lad.
Oh, the Death Ward. Come on, come and get me. Nice roll in. Forces the BKB from Kataro. Analog. He's rolling back out as the Ravage from Frank hits onto 3. It's a huge one with the Light Striker in. They're going to play the Killer 2 supports. The buyback from Gardic will arrive as they disarm and chase Kataro. No BKB, no way to turn and fight. He's feared and dead.
Analog dead. It's just
Feels
good stats item. Good build up.
Yeah. CK TPing top and blinking. Leo Style has to BKB TP. They're going to try and right click him down, and with a crit they succeed.
It only gets worse, I'd say, for them. CK, we talked about him getting...
Gardic should be stockpiling them.
If you use 4 smokes, you immediately win the game. You unlock the Easter egg.
Yeah, find one of the frogs in the jungle and kill the Weaver. Frank is smoked. He's still looking for this blink Ravage of his life, but... yeah, Hokori They might lose the Witch Doctor. Sven's in. Gardic dead. Laguna Blade slays Analog. Yuma is BKB'd and focusing in onto Cat Yu. So the Bane does get taken out, and Vitaly tries to fight, but the damage is too big from Kataro. This Sven finally able to latch onto someone and turns back onto the DP, who's trying to fight 1 versus 4, gets a couple of kills, but now it's Theo Lacoste against Leo Style, and I don't think the old man's going to win the battle against the Fiery Princess.
He
I'm just going to go base race. No team fight, just battle buildings.
Lina, I'm not sure if you want a base race against this. Like, you need the TP.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, Leo Style blinks away from the cask. Oh, they're in. The CK's caught. He's been blown up. No EO disc on him. Buyback is available, but Frank refreshes up. He's got another Ravage ready and just 100 mana.
Yeah, he understands.
Down
like,
this
we
Rax.
take this fight. They need to do something. There's still a tier 1.
Tempting to scout with the spider legs, and they do see him. Gets the Shikuchi out, but in comes Yuma. Weaver down for 45 seconds. Now the group up mid. Everyone TPing in to try and rally around.
Is physical against the Ghost, against the CK, even Pango. It feels really good to have that.
Whew. Well, they spend a BKB on that CK to kill the Bane, and Frank, Maledict Death Warding onto him. He's dead. That's a lot of burst damage coming quickly. Do they catch any more? He is well positioned. Eon Disc still ready to reassemble. Cat Yu moves forward, silence in, and the CK jumps. Good light strike array holds Yuma back for a sec, but in comes Analog. Away we go towards Leo Style, who probably has to just BKB Shadow Blade away. Yeah. Dodging and evading the initiation from Hokori.
No bashes, unfortunately.
Oh, they found Sven. Kataro
he got
has
the
to
bash.
BKB. He's been bashed and hit. Kataro half HP. Satanic's out from him, but he's dying so quickly under the damage from Yuma. Ravage means nothing when Yuma's BKB'd up and this Death Ward pummels your tied into the ground. Hokori on the verge of victory here.
Pango will get recalled back. Full HP, full mana, ready to fight. Rolling Thunder cooldown talent. He's ready to go in again.
Yeah, I mean, Frank is just going to die here. In the Will-O-Wisp, he's dragged back into the onslaught from Yuma and Analog. One more touch will not actually kill him. It's that Maledict which ticks him down. And another lane of barracks. He's falling here. Lava without 2 heroes. No buybacks on it. Clearing through these buildings. And Lava need to do something. Anything to delay this, stop this push. But
Pango
the DP blinks forward.
Refresher.
Looking for the Bane. They've got the Abyssal on the Lina. Down she goes. Buyback immediately. But what can you do?
That's a good question. 5 GG's at this point because they
It looks
have
like
no
it's
Sven.
over.
They have no damage whatsoever. Yeah, good. Like another back and forth game where you couldn't tell like who's gonna win. And Pango seems just overall.
Right.